How do? Welcome back. Look where we are. Look, here's the wife's there. Yeah, hello.
Hi.
Yeah, we're in Newcastle. It's my birthday, my 37th birthday.
Again.
Oi, it's my 37th birthday. All right. We are in Newcastle for 2 days. Well, looking forward to this. Never been out drinking properly in Newcastle, so in awe of how much there is to do here. It looks pretty amazing. We are stood currently to say hello to you on the Gateshead Millennium Bridge. Walking over that for our Leonardo, just on the other side of the water. And then we're going to find some amazing pubs over the next 2 days. So I'll see you outside the first one. So, if you come across the Millennium Bridge like we did, basically the first thing of major interest to me to have a beer in is the Head of Steam down here at the quayside. So that will be stop number 1. Let's go in and see what gems they've got on the bar in here. Things I always do absolutely love about Head of Steams obviously is the beer. They've always got an endless line of wonderful beer choices, including my first beer of the day, which is an 11% stout from Brew York called Collaborate. In for a penny, in for a pound. It's my birthday after all, isn't it? But yeah, it's pretty cool Head of Steam this. And show you so what I've got on in here. So this is what I've gone in with up here. Collaborate, 11% Texan Barbecue Export Stout. It's really nice. It's really good. But is it the right thing to start your day with? I don't know. We'll find out later. But yeah, pretty cool Head of Steam. I've done a lot of the Head of Steams now, and I'm never, ever, ever disappointed with them. I think they're a great chain. So that is stop 1. I love a Head of Steam. The beer choice is always excellent. Staff are always pretty friendly. It's dog friendly in there as well. Just a good little place for us to start. Right, Newcastle is already looking very, very hilly to me. Nobody warned me of this, but it's looking hilly. Look, that looks like a hill. That's definitely a hill. Oh, here we go. Right, anyway, stop number 2 of our day. Oh, it's going to be. It was obviously at some point called the Newcastle Arms.
I've seen a video of it.
But it's now called the Bridge Tavern. So, and it's aptly named because it is literally situated under the bridge now. So that's probably a better name for it than Newcastle Arms. But that'll be stop 2 of our day, the Bridge Tavern. I'm quite impressed by this. It's very, very nice inside. So it is a little brew pub, and it's got a really good mix of cask and keg stuff on. Really good beer board, to be fair, and a very nice, very snazzy looking little place. So yeah, this is definitely like one that it wasn't really shouted out to us. I don't think this one, but very unassuming from the outside. But honestly, definitely come and check this one. Look, it's an absolutely wicked lineup. Imperial Jakehead on a tap. You can't go wrong with that stuff, and normal Jakehead on there as well. But a wicked cask ale lineup as well. I've actually gone for this because I'd never heard of Manchester Marble. So I went with that one for me. But the tea cake sour from Vault City. There's a really good lineup of stuff in it, and it is just a pretty beautiful looking little place. So obviously a bit of brewing in the brew pub itself goes on from down the back. But yeah, pretty gorgeous, gorgeous little place this. Very, very impressed with this one. So you should definitely come and check it out. Right, come straight out at the front of that, down opposite where Hard Rock Cafe is. We might do Hard Rock Cafe tomorrow. Maybe, but for tonight we are going to do this. So this is a Red House, and just look at the building and stuff around here. But Red House will be our 3rd stop of the day, and this is one where a bona fide pirate was born. Edward Robinson, the pirate who sailed with Blackbeard in the early 1700s, was apparently born on site just here. Interesting fact for you. Red House, stop number 3. Absolutely love it here. So they're good ale, good pies. They're their USPs. The pies do look fantastic, but for me, as you know, it's always about the ambience and the beer offering, and they've got both nailed on in here. Totally, it's a pretty wicked little gaff. This pretty good a little lineup of stuff in here. Loads of a decent cask offering. Thank you, brother. Yeah, 6 good cask offerings, but also look, Jakehead again from Wylam. I've gone with Hickey the Rake in here, a Brew York one. Can't go wrong with it. Let's take you for a wander round this absolutely fantastic looking little bar. So, pie offering looks absolutely brilliant. £12.95, but the pies look absolutely phenomenal, to be honest. But it's just a cool little place to sort of have a wander around. Look, like extra seating areas. Just a cool vibe. I love a pirate themed anything, I really do. And this is pretty spectacular anyway, to be honest. Like, fireplace is cool. It's just a nice looking little gaff. Bit quirky, dog friendly. Lovely doggy and stuff, but yeah, look, even out here. Cool place, very, very cool place. Red House is a must, an absolute must visit, honestly. The pies coming out of there as well, pie and mash. They look absolutely incredible. So yeah, that's a must visit. But next up, one of the ones that was highly recommended to us to go to. So wanted to get it done in the light today, so we could show you the outside in all its glory, and the inside from what we've seen pictures of. This looks amazing. So this is Crown Posada. And yeah, it's a 2-minute walk from a Red House. No, 1-minute walk really from a Red House, which I said is a must visit as well. So Crown Posada will be our 4th stop of the day. And I'm very much looking forward to getting inside and seeing this one, because it does look pretty incredible from the pictures I've seen. Yeah, pretty mind-blowingly good. Again, the beer lineup, it is absolutely phenomenal, but they've got a record player with records, like proper, they're playing their music proper old school. The pub is old school, it looks great, and the beer lineup, like I said, the beer lineup is absolutely phenomenal. This is another top-notch one. Aside from the beer choice though, just you've got to take in some of these stained glass windows, and this, yeah, just look at it, it is. The attention to detail and the breathtaking nature and structure of the place is quite incredible, isn't it? It's just beautiful. Like, it's a long view, and we'll start again after the 20 seconds music. On a music go down. So here is your ale lineup. And look at this. 12 points, celebrating the end of dry January with a 12.7%. But yeah, some absolute belters on both the keg and the cask stuff in here again. I came in for a belting a little bit, like, including that Imperial Jake head again. But yeah, look at this. Just look how beautiful look how beautiful the place is. It is pretty incredible. So yeah, the music that's coming is coming from an actual record player. Don't find that in many pubs these days, do you? And I love that. Absolutely love that vibe, love that feel. And yeah, I don't think there's anything personally that I don't think is absolutely phenomenal about this place. What a great boozer. It's such a great little boozer. It's even got a little leather seating pit in the outside, and proper barrels. Like, you can say it's just old school. Everything about it, proper old school. But I absolutely loved it. Newcastle is quite beautiful, I will give it that. Look at the buildings and the bridges and things like that. But it is also way hilly. Just look, Holly just went to me, well, pick a hill. Which one? She went, pick it. You can see a brew dog. Right, we're going to brew dog. Because it's not actually too far to climb. Right. Good thinking, Batman. Let's go to brew dog, because it really isn't actually too far to climb. So I'll see you there in a sec, if I make it. So we're going to do brew dog. There's a crazy cocktail bar there called Madhouse as well. And one just there on that corner, another cocktail bar called Rum something that Holly has saved. Rum
and cocktail bar.
Rum
really
and
quirky.
There you go, which looks quite quirky. However, right, let's do Brewdog. I've made it up this far, so let's do Brewdog. Split the hill up, and we'll go from there. Cool little Brewdog. Yeah, it's small, very small for a Brewdog, but the beer lineup's still there. So I've gone for a 8.2% Imperial East Coast IPA, double ego by Beer Underground. You know, I'm happy. It's a small Brewdog, but a nice one. Okay, it's a Friday evening. We're getting on for 5 o'clock now, so it is mega busy around the city centre. Wanted to do the Beehive there, but it's way busy inside, and I want to do a proper video on this. So we're going to come. This will be in tomorrow's video. We're going to come up here and start at that opening time tomorrow to hopefully be able to get a proper video deserved of that. So we're going to go to what shows up on Google anyway as being Newcastle's oldest pub. So we're going to see what that's like. It's the Old George. Down on this alley. What year did you say? 1600s. The Old George shows up as the oldest pub. in Newcastle. So we'll head on down here and see if it's a, see if we can get a good video in this one. It's back to 1580 apparently. You can feel the vibrations in the floor every time someone walks in, but there are smells on, which I know is a popular. I've gone for this Steel Tan Bitter, so I've never had that before. But the beer lineup is something, to be fair. And bar-wise, it's quite a nice looking little bar. But yeah, this floor, you can feel it vibrate every time someone walks on it, which is quite cool. And we'll have a proper wander round and try and show you the rest of it. I have a wander through. So it's set on multiple levels. And it's quite sweet. It's a very quirky design, very quirky layout style of a place. But yeah, plenty of history in amongst these walls, I'm sure. It does feel a little modern, maybe, than it necessarily doesn't need to. For something this old, you would hope it would have been a little bit older feel to it. But yeah, it's a big old pub, as you can see. Look, an absolutely massive place. A little bit gutted we can't do the Beehive tonight, but it's honestly, it's so beautiful. I want to get a proper video of that. So we'll get there for, that'll be the first port of call tomorrow. We'll get there for opening time then. Dead opposite the Beehive though is something else quirky. Holly found out about this. We did one of these in Manchester. So this is a WC in Newcastle, and as the name suggests, this is a former toilet building. So yeah, former public toilets, now serving as a cocktail bar. So just where the Beehive is and the George that we came out of, WC is just here. So it's early enough perhaps to do a cocktail bar without it being rammed. So we're going to head on down to do that. This, I know it's not very big, it's an old public toilet thing, but even this is mega busy. You wouldn't get in here coming here later unless you booked. So I'm glad that we've kind of got here early, because otherwise wouldn't have been able to see this one either. It's quite quirky, isn't it? It's quite cool. A cocktail bar in an old public WC. I can't say it's not. It is quite quirky. So it's quirky, isn't it? I think it's a really good idea, personally. But you see how busy it is already, even by this time. It's only like 5:30. So you've got the old gents sign and stuff up there as well. But yeah, we've ordered some. I've got a cherry Mai Tai. Holly's got a usual porn style martini coming. So we'll see what they're like. So cherry Mai Tai for me looks pretty good, and a porn style martini. Prosecco in. Here we go.
Controversial, I know.
Go on.
Because some people like to shot it before they drink.
Go on, in. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Happy?
Yeah.
Happy?
Nice.
Right, cherry Mai Tai. Let's see what we think with this. You know, I normally go for a pina colada. There wasn't one on, so I've gone out of the box, out of my comfort zone. The cherry Mai Tai. I tell you what, we might have a new contender for my favourite cocktails. That's pretty good. Cherry Mai Tai, absolutely, yeah, sterling. Honestly, interesting little quirky thing to do in it. I'm glad we got it today on a Friday. So I doubt you'll get, unless you've booked, I doubt you'll get in there on a Saturday. It's not much space, but yeah, a little bit quirky. So we're just going to keep wandering, I think, tonight now. Got a plan of stuff to do tomorrow for night two's video. So today we're gonna wander, see what we come across, and try and get in places where we can actually get some filming done and show you what they look like. So next up then, we are going to do Filthies. It looks quite cool. It doesn't look busy, so we can get in there and hopefully get a decent video. But there's loads and loads. There's a Hooters just ready to open in Newcastle. That'll be the third one that we know of in the country. Then Nottingham's got one, Liverpool, and now apparently Newcastle. Best Filthies for us. Up next then. This is obviously a late night live music venue, but it's pretty cool in the layout. It's got a little stage up here. We've also got a downstairs bit, which suggests to me that they probably got an extra live music venue bit going on downstairs. No car scale, but Salt Jute is on the taps, so that keeps me happy. And it's actually quite a decent looking venue, this. So yeah, it's quite a cool looking little place with balcony space as well. But beer wise, yeah, Blue Moon on Bravo, that Brewdog Punk IPA, and of course for me, so I was happy with Jute. Honestly, if you've not got Jute on in your bar and you want to do a little bit of stuff that's still craft and still decent, but you can watch the sport and stuff in here. I would always be an advocate for putting Jute on anywhere. But yeah, it's not a bad looking venue, that is it? Wander out of there. There's already a police car and a police van. Several police officers moving on homeless people from outside Queens. I felt Newcastle might. Newcastle's a vibrant city, you know. It's full of fun times. But yeah, we're just gonna carry on doing our thing. And our thing brings us to a craft union bar. Cheers, bus. A craft union bar called the Rose and Crown. So at least we can get in here and have some blue WKDs. Oh, there's another craft union on this side of the road as well. But we spotted this first. So Rose and Crown up next. It looks exactly, feels exactly like I expected a city centre craft union to be like. So yeah, not much to write home about on the beers. No cast. Party atmosphere, big. It's busy as hell already, but you know, that is what it is. So obviously we've gone with the old wicked deal, because that's about as much as I can stomach for this kind of craft unit this time of day. Newcastle is so busy so early on for a Friday. Like, we've been at so many towns and cities where it's not even busy come like 10 o'clock on a Friday night, whereas Newcastle absolutely buzzing. Like, it was buzzing by 5, to be fair. So we haven't done a Weatherspoons for a while, so I thought we'd get a Weatherspoons carpet photo and go from there. But yeah, the city's got so much in it. It's just a case of trying to find places where we can actually get in and do you a bit of video. Yeah, right in the city centre there is an absolutely gorgeous looking church stuff, but we're going to do this then, the Mile Castle Weatherspoons. Get up to that. It's a beautiful building, that. So the Mile Castle on the corner of Westgate Road. Get a carpet photo, regroup, see what we've got around us, and go from there. So that is our 8th stop of the night. So actually might be able to hear. It's a music playing Weatherspoons. So technically that should be a Lloyd's, but it definitely says it's a Weatherspoons. Yeah, it's alright. It's not a bad size. Carpet is, well, I'm pretty sure I've seen that carpet before in a different Weatherspoons, but you never know. But yeah, we just sat up at the top. But yeah, Weatherspoons is Weatherspoons, isn't it? It's set out on multiple levels. But yeah, it's a reasonable size spoon. There are so many spoons in Newcastle, I think. But carpet, and I'm sure I've seen that before. I'm sure I've seen it before. But yeah. So a few guest ales and stuff on, but yeah, that's pretty much it. But it's right. There are some beautiful buildings. So I've got a train station, which is where we've come. Honestly, look at it. Yeah, surrounded by beautiful things. But there's one called the Centurion. We most definitely wanted to do the Centurion. Centurion Bar then. So that's the train station. That County Hotel behind is pretty beautiful. And yes, yet another absolutely beautiful church there. But yeah, Centurion Bar and Lounge then was the one that we were heading towards. And it is on the outside, well, built into the train station. So Centurion Bar, up next. Yeah, this is pretty impressive. It's grand as anything. So yeah, literally on the side of, built into the side of the train station. But it'd be a great place to watch the sports. It's got some amazing, like, massive screens and things around. But honestly, the ceiling and the tiling in here is absolutely incredible. The place is just beautiful. Aside from that, to show you around the rest of it, like, look at the ceiling in this. I mean, that is breathtaking, isn't it? Massive, great screen, like I told you, but how beautiful a building is this? It is, yeah, quite unassuming from the outside, where it doesn't look like it's going to be anywhere near as beautiful as it actually is. But it's mega impressive. Those pillars on that as well. It's actually got a decent ale range, so I've actually gone with this Tyne 9. Obviously, a tip of the hat to Alan Shearer and the other famous number 9s of the Geordies over the years. But yeah, just have a look. Have a look at that. How beautiful is that? Decent enough keg range as well, with stuff like loads and loads of beers on offer for no matter what you taste is. You'll probably find something to have in here. But the tiling, the style, everything about it is just breathtakingly beautiful. I'm very impressed. It's grand beyond belief, isn't it? That's very, very impressive place. Nick's decided to finally show up and get here. So it was only 4 hours late today, which is actually really, really early for him, to be fair. So yeah, 5 hours late. To be fair, that's on time for him, so he did all right. But come out of here. This is very, very grand, this part of the city centre, totally. The Royal Station Hotel looks pretty beautiful. So that's the train station where we just were. The Royal Station Hotel is that looks, yeah, it looks quite incredible, doesn't it? There are some absolutely stunning looking, wonderful buildings around here, but our next port of call then is going to be the other head of steam. So yeah, as I said, I like I said with the first one earlier, I love a head of steam. The beer choices are always pretty sterling. So we'll get in there, and I think it's top 12 so far for the day. So the city centre style head of steam up next. Yeah, again, I think this is pretty wicked. It's very small. So first floor bar in here, but yeah, it's very small. But you ain't gonna go wrong, are you, with the beer lineup in any head of steam ever? You're not gonna go wrong with it. But this is it's definitely a smaller head of steam than the other one. But yeah, plenty of decent stuff on, and I have gone in here with a tropical IPA called Cat Amongst, which is superb. A Delirium Red Pump, which you can't go wrong with. And that is the second head of steam for the town. So I come out of there, wander down this. It's full of taxis, just a little tunnel and stuff through from there, and you will come out to the back of. It's another railway bridge. There's so many railway bridges in Newcastle, but you will come to the Telegraph. Again, not on our list, not a pub we know anything about, but looks reasonably quiet, so we can get in there, we can get a beer, get a video and stuff done. So the Telegraph will be our next stop. Dare I say it, again, this is another one that's probably like, it's not one that you would know about or necessarily come down to. But again, it might be another little hidden gem, because there's a ton of ales on, and a decent enough little vibe, decent enough little bar. It actually is a pretty cool looking little bar. So I've got the rugby and stuff on. And I've got a heated roof terrace upstairs, but decent enough little beer line up. Look, it's a jukebox, so the music actually did give me a few seconds grace to get on with it, didn't it? But yeah, a couple of ales on from Anarchy Brew, who are Newcastle based. So I went with the Blonde Star for in here. But yeah, it's actually you know what, is this a hidden gem? I don't know. I think it might be, because you would not necessarily think to come down here under that railway arch and come to it. But I quite like it. I also have a heated roof terrace. So Nick's wandered up here because Nick's a smoker, and he just messaged me and said, "You've got to come up and see the view from up here." So let's head ourselves up a narrow staircase and get to the heated roof terrace and see what we've got. So, no, I see what he means. Yeah, I see what he means. I mean, it's a wonderful view of that car park.
I take the point. We're not talking about the view, but what we are talking about is permanently on heaters.
Permanently on heaters, yeah.
Nice seating.
No, it's a nice seating area, to be fair.
Actually, it doesn't feel cold.
No, it actually doesn't feel cold up here. So, yeah, you've got a lovely view of the car park. But no, actually, as far as like heated roof terraces go, that is that's pretty sterling. I'll go with that. But yeah, if you want to sit down and look over the car park as well, knock yourselves out up here. It's all right. To be fair. Again, not one that I think you would necessarily seek out in Newcastle, because it's unassuming. It's not necessarily hip or cool or one of the ones that anybody would shout to you, you need to come and do this. But we're on the way down here anyway to do this. Beer Street, a micro pub, craft beer style place, sat in the beautiful arches of the railway bridge. So yeah, we were coming down this way anyway, so we thought, why not? But yeah, Beer Street then is up next, and yeah, I've actually been quite looking forward to coming down here and doing this one. For obvious reasons, I don't even need to explain them, do I? So yeah, looking forward to this. Let's talk about a proper little micro pub craft beer bar, because that's exactly where we are. This is wicked. Yeah, I knew this one was going to be worth a little walk down here. I knew I was going to like it. Everybody said I was going to like it, and they've got a sister bar called the Wobbly Duck. So we're definitely going to the Wobbly Duck tomorrow. But yeah, the beer choices in here, pretty bang on. Fridge selection with plenty of wonderful bits to go with. Some absolute belting breweries in that Arbour. Brew York, so you know I'm a massive Basqueland. I actually had a Basqueland beer the other day and was very impressed. Neon Raptor, as people who watch the channel regularly know, we live 2 minutes from Neon Raptor. Polly's, Vault City, you know. But it's not all about the cans, is it? Because There are also some absolute belters on here. Again, the Imperial Jakehead, twerking tigers. I've got a can of that from Neon in my fridge at home that I keep forgetting to drink, and I really should. And cask ale as well. It's a pretty cool little place, and it's genuinely, it's well worth coming down to have a look at. He's going to be working the Wobbly Duck tomorrow, so you'll see him again tomorrow, because that's when we're going. Belter of a craft beer bar. Loving it. So I said, we're just wondering. So we're walking up now, and you know I like to find things with a name that I've never done before, because sometimes I'm so bored of Red Lion, Bluebell, Royal Oak, White Harts. I'm not bored of them because there's sometimes great pubs, but I'm bored of getting the same name over and over and over again. So when we find somewhere that is definitely one that we've never done before, let's just head inside and see what it's like, eh? Which of course then leads us to the Vampire Rabbit, because that is definitely a unique one, a Vampire Rabbit, isn't it? So the Vampire Rabbit for next stop for a minute will be the Vampire Rabbit. Yeah, another like top-notch little cocktail bar. So yeah, we've been sat at a table. So it's an old bank building. It's very great. I reckon we've probably sat in the old manager's office where we are. Holly's been down to the toilet. Apparently the vault downstairs is open, so I'm gonna head downstairs in a minute and show you that. But it's a pretty cool looking plush cocktail bar again. Wander then down the stairs. So yeah, former bank and building. But Nick and Holly have both been down here and said it's pretty cool down here, and I will easily find the vault. I mean, they're not wrong, are they? Pretty easy to find. Gin vault. Yeah, an extra lovely little bit of seating down here. But yeah, now they call it a gin vault then. But so this would have been the old bank vault in itself. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But let's go and see what these cocktails are like then. Yeah, old safe as well. Look. Cocktails look pretty good to me. And there's now a bit of live music going on in the rest of the bar as well. So yeah, so mine is a coconut and pomegranate. What have you got?
Hot chili margarita.
Go on, try it. Hot chili margarita. Hot chili margarita. I'm intrigued. How hot?
Oh my.
How hot? Good? Perfect.
Really not. Yeah.
Holly has again, as per usual, gone for a porn star martini. But go on, give it a try. And I'm gonna get in with this coconut and pomegranate while I'm here. So let's. You know what? That's really good. Yeah, yours is good too.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10 out of 10 for the cocktails. Honestly, can't go wrong with this. Right, under the yards down, same street. We need an Irish bar. It's an Irish chain. We got one in Nottingham, and they're all right. But we're kind of thin on the ground on what to do. So we're going to go in and do Katie O'Brien's. So yeah, we've got one in Nottingham. I'm pretty sure we've been in a Leicester version of it as well. They're not too bad, or at least the ones we've been in before are not. So let's make Katie O'Brien's our next port of call. Bit of live music going on, melting atmosphere, absolutely packed out bar. Can't really knock it, can't really knock this place in. But yeah, bit of live music going on. It is absolutely packed. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. The walk back towards the quayside, obviously we want to get back to the hotel, so we've got a few people have suggested and other stuff between here and our hotel for tonight, for the end of night one, and one of which was suggested to us earlier was the Bridge Hotel, which yeah, looks absolutely stunning from the outside. And again, look where we are with the railway arches, the bridges, the structures and the architecture around here. Again, in this part of Newcastle look absolutely fantastic. So the Bridge Hotel, yeah, again, look at some of these stained glass windows on the outside. The Bridge Hotel will be our next port of call for the evening. But yeah, absolutely stunning looking place from the outside. And this is quite impressive. It's a well-old hotel. I dread to think the age of this place, but it's yeah, it's pretty special looking. Wonderful cask lineup and some craft on the keg side. Yeah, it's a pretty special looking place. This. It's quite a gorgeous looking place, and honestly, the ale lineup and stuff. The beer choice they've got. So they've got plenty of decent choices of other stuff, but it's the beauty lies in this ale lineup coming down here. So I actually went with this, the Radical Rail West Coast IPA from Stuart, which is really good, but plenty of choices, good bits on. So yeah, loads of good brews like Thornbridge, Brew York, Abbeydale, Kelham Island, Sheffield. Some really, really good beer choices and stuff on in this one. But it is just an old school, proper, some of the wood, some of the other bits, absolutely sterling looking place. This is definitely worth coming to check out, 100%. Great little place. Nick's now leading us to the next stop, and we're going down these that can only be described as death stairs. Not like staring at people, I'm talking about you might actually die if you walk down these stone steps. So maybe I'll see you in a minute, maybe I won't, maybe this is my last broadcast, and if I should pass away from going down this way, just avenge my death, yeah? I'm at the bottom, and as the bottom, look at these. I mean, the Joker would have fun on them, wouldn't he? I don't know. Right, yeah, but no, I mean, he's fine. I mean, it is it's the second Wetherspoons of the day then, but yeah, the Quayside Wetherspoons then, so we're back down here. Yeah, Newcastle is hilly as anything. Didn't get to do whatever that is, but that looks quite interesting. But the Quayside Wetherspoons is where we're going, so in we go. You know what? This is a very nice looking Wetherspoons. Like, look at some of the alcove bits and the stonework and everything like this. This is a really nice looking Wetherspoons. The old stone walls. So there is a carpet, I promise, there. Carpet's not up to much, is it really? But, you know, the rest of it is actually pretty nice looking for a spoon, isn't it? There aren't many spoons that I'm like blown away with or impressed with, but yeah, the wood and everything like that in here, I quite like. It's got a kind of guest house and stuff on as well. I've gone with this, that Maximus. So I've never had a Maximus before, so I'm quite happy with that. But yeah, it's quite a nice looking spoons, this. Right, getting to the end of the night kind of thing, where you have to now accept whatever is left and go into those bars if you want to have another beer. Yeah, which brings us to the Dubliner. So, obviously an Irish bar, live music venue, queuing to get in as well, but live music venue, Irish bar, probably going to end up being our final stop of the night. But yeah, I would say the Dubliner. It sounds like the perfect way to draw out night one. What better way of finishing an Irish bar?